Okay, here's my waste oil burner that I made out of an old gas furnace. If you see here, this is the old draft hood, and that has to be sealed up tight because draft from the chimney has to be all the way through the heat exchanger into this transfer box I made, and then into the burner itself. This burner starts out as a 8-inch cast iron fry pan, and we got a 1/8-inch or 3/16 plate over top with a 4-inch hole drilled in, and the burner tube, secondary burner tube, is an exhaust pipe from semi muffler with slots cut in it, and those slots are about 1/8 inch wide and 5.5 inches long. There's about 66 square inches total in that 4-inch tube of air inlet. The little holes you see here in the steel plate are for the primary air. This comes in to combust the oil that drips down in the fry pan. This oil comes through this tube up here, and I have a bubbler air pump, and that's just made out of a 1/2-inch galvanized T. The air supply comes in the side here, oil comes in the bottom, and oil and air bubble comes out of the top, drips into here, and you can see it bubble, drip in here, drip and stream together. The air supplies by this little aquarium air pump, and that's all the air it takes to bubble that oil. The oil storage tank is this old ready heater tank. I have a valve on the side and a flexible hose that leads to the bottom of the little bubbler pump, and as that oil comes up into there, the bubbles make the oil rise and then drip down into the furnace itself. And I can adjust the rate of flow by raising and lowering the tank. The higher the tank is, the higher the oil in the pump tubes, and the more oil bubbles in. This is raised and lowered by a little crank set up here, and I got it on cords, and it's balanced in here. If I want to have it drip faster, I raise it up. If I want it to drip slower, I let it down. There's quite a bit of surface area in the tank. It's about 14 inches wide and 36 inches long, and I figured that there's about 1 inch in here where it'll burn at a steady rate. If it drops below that, it starts going down. If it comes above that, it's coming up. The oil in this tank will take about 3 hours to drop that 1 inch. It burns about 3/4 of a gallon an hour, and as you can see, it's pretty hot. I got a non-contact thermometer here that I'll put in the heat exchanger here. Right now we got 969 degrees. It's not quite as much right at the fry pan. It's about 518, 500, 495. Above the flame on the tube, it gets to be about 890, 881. Over here, it's 900 degrees. I built a little peak hole in the top here where you can see the flame, and it's just like white hot. And if you look out of the chimney, you can see wisps of light gray smoke, but nothing black. I took the mirror here, and you can probably see, probably not because of the glare, but you can see the flames coming up. No, it glares too much. I'm going to have to get some kind of a welder's shield or something to hold in front of the camera. If you notice, I do have some oil spilled on the floor. That came from my old Roger Sanders type heater, and that was nothing but a leaking mess. I tried to make a bottom feed Sanders heater. Didn't work. When it got hot in there, the oil boiled and ran all over the place. But this setup here, you really works well. It's quiet. There's no air compressors or badminton balls or anything. It's just a gravity feed thing, and it's quiet and it heats it well. Works really good. Thanks for watching.